What's up, kids? Welcome to Wrestler Geeks. I'm your host, Justin Shaw.
And I'm the Foxy Knight, Black Fox.
Alright, so in this episode of Wrestler Geeks, I'll be talking about Ring of Honor's pay-per-view called Final Battle, which happened on December 25th. I would like to start off with the first match, Motor City Machine Guns versus Chucky T and Beretta, better known as Best Friends, for the ROH Tag Championships.
So what's your opinion on that match, man?
This was a good match, but I'm saying it's a good match because I'm going in favor of the Motor City Machine Guns. Because lately they've been on the winning streak for quite some time in Ring of Honor. They won the belts, of course.
Yeah.
And in this match, they still retain the belts. But I figured Chucky T and Beretta could have done a lot better if they would just stop giving each other bro hugs.
I mean, there's a reason why it's called a bromance.
I mean, it's understandable, but do you know the name of the tag team with Chucky T and Beretta?
Best Friends, I believe.
Exactly.
That's why it's kind of called a bromance.
I mean, come on. Beretta left Rocky Romero, Roppongi Vice, just to tag team with Chucky T.
Really?
That's what it seems like, but I think there's a little more story behind that.
Yeah.
It's also said that Beretta was going to go for the New Japan Heavyweight Championship.
Okada versus Beretta. Oh. It's definitely something interesting.
Well, I do know in New Japan, he was going to go for the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
And Rocky Romero, he seemed to collaborate, and he's now managing the Tempura Boys, Sho and Yo, which they were also in CMLL for quite some time.
Yeah, I remember that.
So now Rocky Romero, he's still part of Roppongi Vice, but he's managing a new team, Sho and Yo. So congratulations to the Motor City Machine Guns on retaining the congratulations.
ROH Tag Team titles. Congratulations, boys.
Congratulations to the Motor City Machine Guns on retaining the ROH Tag Belts. Next match is Punishment Martinez, Silas Young, Shane Taylor, and Kenny King for the 4-man elimination match.
That was definitely an interesting one.
It was an interesting one, and it was for the Ring of Honor television belt.
Yeah.
That match was crazy. Like, I never thought Kenny King and Punishment Martinez would actually go at it against each other.
Well, it's for the belt, man. It's for the belt, dog. Can't just... It's for the title.
Sadly, Kenny King was one of the wrestlers eliminated in this match.
Yeah, I kind of thought he would actually... I didn't expect him to actually get eliminated.
Me
Well, it was
neither.
on him.
But you know who actually won the ROH TV belt? Wrestling's last real man, Silas Young. So congratulations to you, Silas Young. You proved to all wrestling fans, including us Wrestler Geeks, who's wrestling's last real man.
Okay, fine. I guess I can go with that. All right, now, then we get to the next one, and this is a personal interest of mine. Old school and ECW legends Tommy Dreamer and Bully Ray teamed up to take on the Briscoes in a New York tag team street fight. What do you think, man?
My God. Tables, ladders, chairs, and lightsabers. Oh my.
Hey, man. ECW. That's all I can say.
No, they actually used lightsabers in the match.
It is a street fight, so I guess anything goes.
There was a point in the match when the Briscoes went on one side under the apron, pulled out the kendo sticks, the shinais, the bamboo sticks. Whereas Tommy Dreamer and Bully Ray, they did the same thing, and all of a sudden they just found 2 lightsabers. You know Luke Skywalker's lightsaber from Return of the Jedi?
I know.
And you know that new lightsaber that Kylo Ren uses?
Yeah.
They were actually using that against the Briscoes.
I mean, it did its job, though.
Yes, yes indeed.
So it worked out for the best.
Yes indeed. Not to mention, this pay-per-view came out on the first opening weekend of Star Wars, The Force Awakens.
Last Jedi. It's called
The Last Jedi.
It's called The Last Jedi.
I
It's
can't
cool.
tell the difference because they still use the same.
Okay, now you're going to get us in trouble with a whole bunch of Star Wars fans
Yeah.
about that.
So this was a really good fight. You know, tables, ladders, chairs, lightsabers.
Oh, my.
Oh my. Unfortunately, Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer came up short.
Yeah, just a bit.
And the Briscoes, you know, being that, you know, they heels, they turn out to be a little dirty.
Well, that's the point of a heel. Do anything to win.
Right. They did something a little, you know, sneaky in order to win. And then despite that, Bully Ray suffered a concussion from one of the Briscoes getting a chair in the head last time. The Briscoes had the advantage.
Yeah. Concussions ain't something to mess around with, man.
But this was a good match. Brought back memories of ECW.
ECW.
I really do hope that they do have another hardcore match. What they should have done was added a steel cage.
Why a steel cage? That would have been. They wouldn't be able to get the lightsabers and everything out of there. I mean, like, it would have been difficult.
Perhaps, you're right. I don't know, I just figured it would be more cooler. Who knows? Maybe there might be another rematch between the Briscoes against Tommy Dreamer and Bully Ray.
I definitely think this feud's not over yet.
Exactly. The next match, I like to call this team CMLL, which is Flip Gordon, Teton, and Dragon Lee.
I thought it was Titan. It's Teton.
They pronounce it Teton. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
So it's Flip Gordon, Teton, Dragon Lee, as I like to call them, Team CMLL, versus Adam Page and the Young Bucks for the 6-man tag championship belts.
Yeah.
You know what to expect in this match. A lot of high flying and a lot of super kicks.
Super kick party.
Exactly.
Definitely.
But, you know, this was a great match. Fortunately, you know, the Young Bucks, you know, had the advantage, especially when they threw their super kick party.
That was Bullet Club, man.
Also, what I want to mention, during this match, I don't know if you're familiar with this wrestler named Scorpio Sky.
Yes, okay, I do know.
He was a commentator during this match. So he was watching the match with Ian Ikebani and Cole Cabana, I believe. And, you know, during this match, you know, unfortunately, Team CMLL came up short. Because you know how ruthless the Young Bucks are, especially with Adam Page. But this still was a good match, in my opinion. Scorpio Sky, he came into the ring and started wailing on Flip Gordon. Simply because of the fact that he wasn't picked to be a part of his team and fight against Adam Page and the Young Bucks. I also want to mention that Scorpio Sky, I actually seen him wrestle in another indie federation called Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. But congratulations to the Young Bucks and Adam Page
Bullet Club, baby.
Retaining the 6-man championship belts.
And now we move on to the main event. The one thing we all were looking forward to, the Ring of Honor World Championship match. Cody versus
Dalton Castle.
I was actually, you know,
The Peacock Man himself.
yeah. This one was definitely a good match because, you know, Cody has been on a roll ever since he became Ring of Honor champion. And it's definitely, he definitely put everything he had in order to fight against Dalton Castle.
Any match with Cody Rhodes is a good match. What was also interesting is that Dalton Castle didn't take no time wailing on Cody Rhodes. Even Brandy Rhodes tried to help Cody Rhodes cheat. You know, Dalton Castle wasn't going to have that.
Yeah. Ruthless.
But congratulations to Dalton Castle. He is now the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah. I was actually really surprised because I was pulling for Cody the entire time.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, like, the man's reinvented himself. Came back, from the situation with WWE, proved the fact that, he didn't need WWE to become a world champion.
Right.
I was expecting him to, his reign to go a lot longer.
I'm actually happy with what Cody Rhodes has done for himself since he left WWE. Yeah, but let's not get into that because, like we said, it's kind of, politics.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm happy. Despite the fact that he lost, Cody still gave it his all. It was a great match, nonetheless. Congratulations, Dalton Castle.
So, now that Dalton Castle is the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship, who do you think he should defend his belt against?
Well, I would like to think that, I can't believe I forgot his name. Christopher Daniels, that's what it was.
Christopher Daniels.
I definitely think Christopher Daniels deserves another shot at the ROH title, especially since he only had it for one. He only defended it once, and he lost it at that one. So I would actually think that he deserves, another shot at the title. So that's would be my pick at least.
Okay.
Yours?
I would have to go with Punishment Martinez. I don't know why he's such a badass.
Hey, I respect it. So, the next part we're going to talk about is something that recently happened. Wrestle Kingdom 12. And my God, that was a great pay-per-view. I cannot tell you how awesome it was just watching all those matches. How about you, man? You saw it?
We both know what was our favorite match, but before we get into our favorite match, I will have to talk about another match that I've seen in Wrestle Kingdom, which was the Kiwi Crusher. Well, he's no longer called the Kiwi Crusher anymore. He's been repackaged as a heel, and he's a total badass.
Okay.
Jay White versus Hiroshi Tanahashi, as I like to call him, the Japanese luchador.
AKA, Jay White is also not called Switchblade, but yeah.
He's called Switchblade.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I actually did like that match, to be honest with you. Because for me, Jay White just basically came in strong and just decimated Tanahashi. And, there were moments where, I really honestly thought White was actually going to win it.
I thought so too, especially when he pushed Red Shoes. I knew right then and there he's not the Jay White that we knew. But I'm glad that he's been repackaged by New Japan with a new gimmick. Mm-hmm. He looks really, really cool. To me, he's like a combination of Punishment Martinez and Baron Corbin with switchblades.
The sad, it was a great match. It went back and forth, and I remember the best. My favorite part was basically he was smacking Tanahashi saying, "You're the ace, you're the ace, you're the ace," and then Tanahashi just let him have it. That. In the end though, Jay White came up short and Tanahashi won. But
how Tanahashi won?
Yeah.
La plancha, not one plancha, not two planchas. Well, three and a half plancha. He did the third plancha.
He missed one.
He missed one, or Jay White. He pulled up his knees. He landed on his knees and almost broke his ribs. But the last plancha was what made him get the count. 1, 2, 3.
Indeed. All right.
He's pretty nasty with that sling blade too.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Now, another match we'd like to talk about, I think, this is one of the best ones for this one. Okada versus Naito.
Yes.
Yo.
Yes.
Okada.
Tetsuya Naito.
I really like. I'm not even gonna lie. Like Naito came in. My money was completely on Naito this entire match.
Really?
Yeah, I really like because the thing is Naito is basically like he's not the White wasn't the only one. Jay White wasn't the only one who got repackaged. Naito came back like stronger than.
You're more like the Okada type. I like Okada too, but
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I like Okada as well. It's just like, you got to go for the underdog in some of these situations. Okada's like had the longest reign.
that's true.
Like, and I wanted Naito to win because in reality, they haven't really given Naito a chance to really shine in the World Championship scene. And like this was his chance. This was his chance, in my personal opinion. And it was a back and forth. It was strong. It was completely strong. Naito, like I honestly thought Naito, after he hit his finisher the first time,
Destino.
yeah, I didn't think it was gonna. I just didn't think Okada was gonna get up after the second one. And Okada shows like he can make it rain because definitely made it rain on him. I honestly thought Okada wasn't gonna get back up after not the second Destino. And in the end though, sadly, Naito came up short. It's like he was this close, in my personal opinion. And it's just like, it's a sad thing, but, Okada towards the end gave his respects, showed why he's the champ.
I think it was also the like how much stamina, which wrestler had like the most stamina.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a really, really good match.
Really close.
I was really hoping that Tetsuya Naito would win the IWGP Heavyweight Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Because he pretty much won, I think, every single belt. And pretty much he's, tossed it around, kicked it, like if he didn't really care.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, I'm not Tetsuya Naito, but my guess was, either he didn't really care about those championship divisions,
Mm-hmm.
but really wanted to, use that as a stepping stone in a way to achieve the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. I think the IWGP Heavyweight Championship would have meant more to him than any other belts that he won in the past as a New Japan competitor.
Yeah, I agree.
Adios.
But now we move on to the match that everybody was really focusing on.
Yes.
Omega versus Alpha. Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho. And that was like to me, Okada and Naito was great, but like this was basically, I have to say, hands down the best match of the night, and it was for the New Japan United States Championship. And Jericho, I gotta say this. I say this, Jericho, you sir, I salute you for what you've done.
Exactly.
Like the Mr. Repackaging himself, he just came in off strong. I think like you cannot lie, the best part of that match was basically, to me, I'm sorry, to me the MVP of that entire match though was Red Shoes, because he got smacked, and then Jericho put his son in the walls.
That was his son for real?
Yeah, that was his son for real.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
You're trying to tell me that
he smacked him? He smacked Red Shoes, the ref, and then put his son
That was his son, the one that he put on the walls of Jericho?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
I thought Jim Ross was just kidding.
Oh, man.
What interests me about this match was, my God, Chris Jericho. He took it to the limit against Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm.
Chair after chair after chair after chair.
Yeah.
This should have been called a chair match, like in the WWE pay-per-view TLC.
Yeah.
Tables, ladders, and chairs.
Nah.
One of the chairs broke on Kenny Omega.
Yeah, I didn't even go like busted Kenny open. That was crazy.
That is crazy. I think Jericho was enjoying that match a little too much, despite that some of the things he couldn't do in WWE, he was able to do in New Japan.
Yeah, well, New Japan has a little more freedom on some of the things you can do. But I'm not gonna lie though. Towards it, he basically gave Kenny his best, and Kenny took it like a champ. Like there were moments like I really thought Kenny was like done for, especially when he put him on the walls, and then he hit him with the code breaker. But you already know that one-winged angel. Once he hit that, it's done.
Isn't that also known as like a Falcon Arrow or a Blue Thunder Bomb? I can't tell which.
Nah. I don't know about the Falcon Arrow. It's more like it's a variation of the Falcon Arrow, if anything, in my opinion. Because the whole thing is that you have to like kind of grab them from that point. Like to me, it's more like a modified electric chair drop into a pile driver.
Oh, okay.
But like once he hits it, it's over. Like if he hit one against Okada, we would have had a new champion. But in this case, congratulations, Kenny Omega. You proved you were the Omega in this match. And I have to say, that was hands down the best match for me.
Yes. I got to give much respect to Kenny Omega simply because he's also one of the greatest wrestlers in New Japan that has a lot of, stamina, endurance, that can take a beating. It's like when you watch a match with Kenny Omega, it's like you don't know if Kenny Omega's going to win or whether if his opponent is going to win. Well, depending on the opponent.
Yeah.
But me and you both know who are the strong ones in New Japan.
Definitely. Well, since we have, I got another match that I actually did like.
Where, in Wrestle Kingdom?
Yeah. And for me, I also like the four-man Fatal 4-Way for the IWGP Junior Championship.
That was the match with
Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay, Marty Scurll, whoop whoop.
Suzuki.
Minoru Suzuki?
Yeah.
Minoru Suzuki.
Yeah.
The Shudo fighter.
Yeah.
Okay, and wasn't Kamatachi in that match too?
Yeah.
Also known as Minoru Suzuki?
Yes.
No.
No, Suzuki. I did say
Hiromu Takahashi.
Takahashi, yes.
Also known as Kamatachi. He also was a competitor in CMLL.
I know. But like that was to me, it was an entertaining match. Because I really honestly thought for the life of me that like, you didn't know who was going to win. Like I honestly thought Scurll was going to, like when I first started the match, I wanted Ospreay to win. But like I was kind of like on the fence if Scurll would retain. Because Scurll will find a way.
So who are you going for? Scurll or Ospreay?
I was honestly going for Ospreay. Because like Ospreay only had the belt for like a month. And before he lost it just to Scurll. And Scurll came in, weird design, weird little crow outfit, but it's still cool. And I think, Minoru wanted revenge for what happened to Daryl.
Oh, that cat that Hiromu Takahashi's always carrying?
Yeah. It was a crazy match. Like, I honestly, to me, the funniest part was when he had both Suzuki and he had Will Ospreay by the fingers, and they both looked at each other like, wait a minute, hold on. They just both grabbed him.
I'm surprised he was in that match.
Hey, man. He was, because remember, Will Ospreay beat him finally. Okay. And he was always having a hard time trying to beat him and everything. But like towards the end of it, the whole thing was that they went at it for like a while. There was some good points on there. And towards the end, Ospreay got it. Got off a Scurll, pinned him, and defeated his nemesis to reclaim his gold.
All right, cool.
That was awesome. Wrestle Kingdom, all I could say was there were other matches in Wrestle Kingdom, that I would like to talk about, but like those were to me like the top ones of the night, hands down.
Okay. We're almost out of time. I want to thank everyone for watching. Please feel free to email me at shawjustin576@gmail.com.
And me at blackfox777@gmail.com.
Once again, this is Wrestler Geeks. Have fun, be safe, and don't get into any fights. We'll see you next time.